So, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for having joined this inaugural meeting of the Swedish Center for Impacts of Climate Extremes, Climes. I am here in my capacity as Climes Director. My name is Gabriele Messori, and I'm also Professor of Meteorology here at Uppsala University. And I would all like to welcome all of you very warmly to this center inauguration. And I should mention that here in the room, I also have my co-directors, Joachim Nivre from RISE, Elena Raffetti from Uppsala University and Karolinska Institutet, and Emily Boyd, who's probably just outside, going to join us soon from Lund University. And we also have our administrative coordinator, Murat, who has been instrumental in putting this meeting together. So thank you, Murat. And we also have the first two researchers hired in the center. So Sanya here in Uppsala University and Muratan from RISE there at the back. Before we kick off, just some very short practicalities. So you have hopefully all managed to pick up a name badge and have the program either on paper or accessible on our website. We will be having a coffee break halfway through the afternoon and then a mingle at the end of the afternoon. Coffee break just outside here, mingle in the main hall downstairs. And in the unfortunate case of a fire alarm, we follow the closest fire exit marked by those green signs. We will be taking some photos during the event, so in case you object to being photographed, please let me know and we'll make sure that you don't appear in any of the photos. We will mainly just post them on our website and use them to advertise the event. And to our guests online, in case of technical issues, as first attempt, try to reconnect, and if there's any major issue, then there will be someone keeping an eye on the chat. Now on to more fun topics. So hopefully during the afternoon, you will get a flavor of what sort of activities we plan in the center, but also a broader perspective on climate extremes and impacts of climate extremes from different sectors, also non-academic sectors. And last but not least, we will also be exploring how we can connect on a more personal level to climate extremes using music straight after our coffee break. And with this, without further ado, I would like to welcome Charlotte Platzer Björkman, Vice-rector here at Uppsala University, followed by Ian Snowball, head of the Department of Earth Sciences.
Thank you, Gabriele. Can you hear me? Fine. So as Vice-rector and Dean of the Faculty of Science and Technology, I'm both very proud and excited to see this center start. So this is the fourth and last Excellence Center that we inaugurate at the faculty. We have 5 in total at Uppsala University. And this morning we inaugurated the Center for Human Past. And it's extremely stimulating, I think, to see how disciplinary researchers have joined forces and in different constellations try to break new ground in creative ways around the common theme. So I think that this and the other VR centers are important for us at the university and nationally for supporting renewal and excellence of our research. And this is why we also co-fund the centers. So the Swedish Research Council stated, that's a louder voice. The Swedish Research Council stated that the funding of these centers of excellence should contribute to Swedish research remaining leading internationally and to enable new research fields to emerge. An overarching goal for the centers is to contribute to developing new cross-disciplinary or multidisciplinary research fields and pioneering research approaches within these. And I'm very excited about this center and the 3 themes that I understood that you've chosen. So data analysis, impact analysis, and scenario building, if I'm correctly informed. No one is shaking their heads. And I see that you've connected computational linguistics with metrology, hydrology, power systems analysis, public health and epidemiology, and more. And all centering around the question of impact from climate extremes. And the forward-looking scenario building, I think, is appealing, but also challenging.
So you're not staying with the safe studies of past and present, or just the laws of nature, but actually building scenarios of possible futures. And without knowing, of course, exactly what will come out of the center, otherwise it wouldn't be research, there's for sure potential to develop new cross or multidisciplinary fields, in addition to providing much needed new knowledge and understanding to society in this area. So you're building an expanding research environment. And what does it take to build high quality research environments? Well, they're built on people, good researchers, but it also includes important components of collaboration, trust, risk-taking, your competence and skills, international networks, an inflow of students and young researchers, and the creative thinking. Supporting this and supporting excellence, hereby stimulating the bringing of people together, hopefully adds to developing an even more creative environment where new ideas can grow. So it'll be very exciting to follow this center and the fields, how it develops. And I think your work and this environment as a whole is very important. I wish you all the best success. Ian.
Thank you, Lotten. Well, I'm going to give you the department perspective. It's a great pleasure for the second time this year to be involved in the inauguration of a scientific centre that will be coordinated from the Department of Earth Sciences at Uppsala University. The department hosts a diverse range of research themes and educational programmes at all levels, both in Uppsala and also at the university's campus on the island of Gotland. During the afternoon, we will learn about the Swedish Centre for Impacts of Climate Extremes, Climes, which is funded by the Swedish Research Council, co-funded by the university, the Swedish Research Council, more commonly known by its Swedish abbreviation of VR. I applaud the team of players that put together the application, specifically Gabriel Masori, for his efforts in coordination, and of course in the future, management and leadership of the centre. Humankind has become increasingly conscious of the impacts of its activities on our planet's atmosphere and its terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems, which we are all part of. We have reached the point where long-term observations of climate, complemented by climate reconstructions based on geological data, can identify its extremes and be used to constrain models that can be used to forecast such extremes. Through research and training, the Climes Centre aims to go one step further, not only promoting scientific progress in the study of climate change, but by providing science-based advice to support societal resilience to climate extremes that cause, for example, unprecedented heat waves, floods, storms, and droughts, for example. The centre is an interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary collaboration between academia, expert government agencies, industry, and stakeholders. It will involve research, education, and the transfer of usable knowledge to the public and private sectors. The funding of the centre is yet more evidence of the scientific and societal demands for people that are trained and educated by excellent teachers and mentors at all levels in the diverse but interconnected disciplines that are at the core of Earth science. So that said, I welcome back Gabriel to present a brief overview. Climes, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you very much, both Ian and Charlotte. Yeah. And before we go into the presentations, if Joachim, Olof, Emily, and Elena want to come up, we actually have a ribbon to cut for the inauguration of the center. A very important part of the ceremony. Okay, let's take this. So I guess, well, you do the cutting, I guess. Yes, and we can hold 3 people on each side. Come, hold the ribbon, hold the ribbon.
Are we ready?
We are ready.
Yes.
Let Climes be inaugurated.